Before we continue with tonight's awards, it is truly my pleasure to introduce your keynote speaker. Too often, decisions are made about young people without including the voices of young people themselves. And our keynote speaker is helping change just that. Zack Paulsen is a dedicated advocate, leader, and member of both the YouthWorks Action Board and the North Dakota Continuum of Care Youth Action Board. They have helped organize youth-focused sessions at the North Dakota LGBTQIA2S+ Summit, served on community panels, and consistently work to ensure that young people have a seat at the table and a voice in the conversations that affect their lives. Beyond their advocacy, Zack is known for their hard work, determination, and commitment to helping others. Whether they're balancing multiple jobs, supporting fellow youth, or speaking up for their community, Zack leads with authenticity, compassion, and courage. Boy, wish I had a Zack in my life, don't you think? Please join me in welcoming someone who reminds us exactly why youth voices matter and why youth leadership is so important, our keynote speaker, Zack Paulsen.
We can hear me okay over here?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, hi, my name is Zack Paulsen. My pronouns are they, them. Like they said, I am part of the North Dakota YAB and YouthWorks YAB. I'm also a current YouthWorks resident, actually. I just moved into the Moorhead YouthWorks, and I've had a lot of process of that, a lot of progress. I've actually been with YouthWorks for about 4 years now. I started at the age of 17. They came around when life wasn't the greatest at home, and they still have to this day. And I can never give too much thanks to them for that. I can never show enough for that. YouthWorks has really impacted my life more than I could ever express. They helped find my voice. I found my voice, but they helped me guide it to where it needs to be. As of today, from the LGBT summit or talking to people, they helped me find that voice. And they've been there since day one. They've been there for my graduation. When I moved to Bismarck, I had a really good youth team to help me find an apartment that I was able to work for, and they have really helped, and I'm hoping to continue with that, because before then I didn't have any support like that. Home wasn't the easiest childhood for me. I was actually bullied a lot, and from the youngest age till about now, I still get bullied, and not a lot of people have that support at home. I never had that support at home. I struggled a lot. I had a lot of issues with my own, how to put it, I had a lot of perspective issues. I've had a lot of looks because I'm different. And there's nothing wrong with different. I didn't fit in with all the girly girls or the popular people. I was my own quirky tomboy. And there's nothing wrong with being a tomboy. Still am today. But that never stopped me. It never did. I grew a lot of insecurities, but I've learned how to face them. I really have. And from growing up, from high school, I had a lot of expectation because I was always top of my classes. I was always going to work. And from learning from that, I've learned responsibility. And from having my first job, my father has taught me responsibility. Everything comes at a price. Everything, you have to earn to get what you want. You have to learn to give up one thing for another. And that's what has been drilled into my brain. I don't take help easily. And I struggled with that for a very long time. From going out with friends or wanting to do something for myself, I had to give up something to be able to do that. And it's taught me a lot of responsibility growing up. And for today, being able to talk about my own experience, it's a raw moment. It's people seeing me for who I am in a way. Because I became Zack around 7th grade. I changed how I look, I cut my hair, changed my clothes. It was completely different because I tried fitting in. And part of me could never fit in. Because I hate having long hair. I don't know how to maintain it, I don't know how to make it look nice. Cutting it short was the best thing I could ever do. For once, I felt like I was in my own skin. And growing up with that, yeah, I had people judge me. It's nothing new. People are gonna judge whether you're 15, 20, 30. There's people gonna judge you no matter what. And I've learned to deal with it because you can't really change much of that. From there, from getting my own apartment, I was able to do that. I was able to work 2 jobs, but I learned that you can't wear yourself too thin. From working so many jobs, I did get sick. I got super burnt out and sick to the point where I had to move home. I didn't have anyone in Bismarck. So I moved home. It was really hard because I felt a lot of my progress ended up down the drain. But slowly I decided to get back on my feet, focus on my health was the best thing I could ever get, is focusing on my health to get back on my feet. Because without you being able to help yourself, you can't help anyone else. You have to focus on your mind, body, make sure everything is stable, make sure everything is able to function. Because if you can't function without your mind and body, how are you going to make it through the day? How are you going to make it through a job if you can't? If I didn't have my friends with me, if I didn't go to therapy, I wouldn't be where I am today. From healing, from all of that, I don't know where I'll be. I know from when drinking out one day, I found out I was pregnant again. And from there, I stopped drinking to this day. And how my mom tells me, this is your rainbow baby, your baby came back to you. And this is your second chance to be able to do better for yourself and for your baby. And I stay with that to this day. But I'm hoping today that you guys don't really look at me as different, as someone that has been through the rough, like a huge rough patch, to see me that I am someone that has accomplished a lot of hardships. I'm hoping everyone knows that YouthWorks is the most amazing team I've ever had. They have helped me so much, and they have seen me grow so much, and I can never thank them enough. Thank you guys for your time.